So this was brought up to me the other day in my chat by a very, very, very awesome member of my Cincinnati Bengals channel. And this is, can I make a Cincinnati Reds for Dummies video? Kind of like the most basic, bland breakdown of the roster and of the Cincinnati Reds in 2026 for the layman person who just, hasn't seen the Reds in a while, haven't watched the Reds in a while, and maybe you're just getting back into baseball, right? So that's what this is. This is not a hardcore breakdown of every little detail and who has the best bat or who has the worst ERA from our pitching staff, who has the most RBIs, who's going to be the Slugger Award, who's going to get Rookie of the Year. Sal Stewart, sorry. This is just a breakdown of the players and everything like that. So, starting off right away, I think a lot of people who've watched the Reds, they already know who Ellie De La Cruz is. He's a shortstop. He is arguably I think the best shortstop in baseball, number one. The big thing about Ellie De La Cruz is going to be the fact that he has a very high whiff rate and also a very high strikeout rate, meaning that he has problems getting contact with the ball. Now, when he gets contact with the ball, he's an absolute menace. This guy could easily hit a homer within milliseconds. He is probably our best on this team when it comes to actually getting homers. Him, Sal, and Gino are going to be our top three, best batters. Although Lowe right now is really stepping up and becoming a household name, as he recently has really been taking off. But Cruz is also the best at stealing bases. He's by far the guy that if you have him on first base, he can get to third base within milliseconds without anyone knowing. He's very fast, very good player, one of the best in baseball. Problem, though, is his whiff rate is around 20%. His strikeout rate is around 17%. So it's just really a problem getting contact with the ball. He gets contact with the ball, he's an amazing player. That's really his whole thing. Sal Stewart, like I said before, is Rookie of the Year. This is a guy who came up last year in the last month of the season, and he has been nothing but perfect. I mean, this guy, his defense is amazing. Right now they have him as a third baseman. That's mainly because I believe we changed around some guys, but he used to be first baseman. He's actually, I feel like he's the best at first base, but we moved some guys around, so that's why he's at third base now. But he's also usually at first base. He's amazing. His batting, probably the best on the team when it comes to the most consistent. There's a reason why going into this year, Tito made him the cleanup guy. The cleanup guy just means that you're the fourth batter in the batting order. So normally we'd have someone like Matt McLean, TJ Friedel, and then third is always Ellie. And then fourth was Sal Stewart. And then five would be Gino or someone else who really has a good bat, which right now could be Low with how Low is batting. Now, of course, Low right now is first base, but beside the point. Sal Stewart, though, absolutely amazing. Young guy. I would love to sign him to a 10-year contract. He's going to win Rookie of the Year. So when it comes to like your next generation of future great players, that is Sal Stewart, and we need to make sure he's locked up on this team for the foreseeable future. Matt McLean, second baseman. Usually only is the second baseman. Good defensive player. I really like his defense. There is times where his offense can be really good, and we have seen before. He actually, I believe, recently just hit his first homer of the season, and he actually hit 2 in one game. The guy's batting-wise, he could be very much hit or miss. I will say a lot of our offensive struggles come because outside of Sal Stewart, Ellie De La Cruz, and Gino, and again, like I said, Lowe's really been coming up recently. But outside of those guys, it's really a drop-off. And McLean is a good example of that, of a player who just doesn't really have the best bat. He's not the worst. The worst, I would say, on this team is probably Hayes, who is, where is Hayes at? Why can I not find Hayes? Hayes right here. He is by far a worse batter. Which is funny because we actually, so Hayes was third baseman. Do they have him He's still a third baseman. But we have him. We've actually got him. We picked him up this offseason, and we replaced, I think it was what, Espanol? My brain's going to cook me here. We replaced someone who was a third baseman with him, and it cost us more money to get him, and in the end, it hasn't really worked out offensively. He's not a bad defense. He's a great third baseman. He just really is awful at batting. That's really his biggest issue. In 66 at-bats, he has 5 runs, 7 hits, and how many homers? 1 homer total. So he's really, really sucks at batting. TJ Friedel is, I would say, 50-50. There's times where he can be good. Most of the time, he's going to be like, eh. And a lot of these guys who really are just not good bats, a lot of them can at least get on base, which is good. Making contact with the ball, which, you always love to see. But going down this list here, Gino obviously is the big signing. We brought him back. He did leave us for a period of time. We brought him back this offseason, 1 year, $15 million contract. And if you watched the World Baseball Classic, you saw the final game. Gino did hit a homer for his country. And yeah, I mean, again, kind of like Ellie De La Cruz. His biggest problem is contact. His biggest problem is not striking out. When he gets contact with the ball, he can hit this ball out of the park within no time at all. But the problem is there's a lot of times where he will strike out or he will whiff from the ball. He's been getting a lot of doubles recently, though, which is kind of interesting. But for example, Gino has 3 homers on the season. Cruz and Sal Stewart both are tied for 9. So it kind of goes to show you how lower down the line it can really go after these 2 guys at the very top of the list. And even RBIs, 20 RBIs for Ellie De La Cruz, 29 for Sal Stewart. It really drops off for the rest of these guys. I mean, we're talking about the only other guy that is in double digits for RBIs is Gino. And outside of Gino, nobody else is even close to double for RBIs, which just goes to show how much, our offense is struggling because of that. Then you got PJ Higgins, who actually came in and filled in for Trevino, because Trevino had a spinal injury. So he just got caught up in the Triple A's. Hines got caught up in the Triple A's. I love this guy. Absolutely love him. Really great player. Marte, he's back in the Triple A's. He was having a rough season. And honestly, our outfield in general has been having a rough season. It's not been the greatest. Our biggest issues right now, I would say, is our outfield right now is a problem. Number 2 is our batting. Obviously, our offense has been absolutely dog water at times, but it's gotten a little bit better. And again, Lowe is a good example of that. So Lowe has been 3 homers in this, 3 homers. Recently had 2 homers a couple nights ago. So 2 of his 3 came a couple nights ago. He's been looking good. Tyler Stevenson, I feel like, has been 50-50. There are times where he has had some really good bats, but there are times where Tyler Stevenson can be like really a mess when it comes to certain times. Spencer Steer, I love to say steer our way to victory, and more often than not, he's steering our way to the ground. So that's pretty much that. I think I covered, for the most part, all the guys that, obviously are here from the defensive side, and from Will Benson, obviously left field. No, Will Benson is. He's been on the team for a bit of time now. His bat's okay. I love him in the outfield. I do love Will Benson in the outfield. Now, it's not a popular opinion. Pitching, Hunter Green out until July with an injury, or June he got surgery. So he's out till June, so we won't get him anytime soon. Just looking at ERAs, like overall wise, do they even have ERAs on here with ESPN? I feel like they should, because yeah, they do. Okay. Our best pitcher so far has been Nicholas. Now, he's only pitched 7.1 innings, so that's a fun fact. Andrew Abbott, he has a 6.59 ERA, which is atrocious. He's been having a really, really bad year. Williamson, also really bad year, and obviously you don't want to see your starting pitchers go through this. Singer, bad year. Pagan, obviously relief pitcher, but still, like, our pitching, our defense, or like, yeah, I guess our defense, our pitching, starting pitchers, I don't feel like have been that atrociously bad, but their ERAs are pretty atrocious. I will say across the board, I actually do like our bullpen, but there are times where our bullpen will absolutely crap the bed. I'm thinking about this from like a Reds for Dummies standpoint here, because I think I am a dummy here, but really Pierce Johnson, he never gets many pitches or many innings pitched. He has 11.1. Every time he comes in, it feels like he just leaves. Our relievers usually are Pagan. He can be a reliever. Sometimes he comes in as a reliever. Connor Phillips will be a reliever at times too. I love Ashcraft. I think Ashcraft's an absolute animal, and I love him. His ERA is currently 1.29. He's only pitched for 14 innings, but I think he's an absolute monster. So I think I covered, for the most part, everything. If you're just getting back into baseball, I'm probably forgetting some things. I'm probably not talking about certain things, but for what it is, yeah, it's the Reds. You know, it's the Reds, but this is a team of destiny. So, yeah. But looking at this again, like, James Franco, he hasn't really pitched much at all. Nicholas has actually been really, really good. He has looked good. But like I said, I've never made one of these videos before. I know Urinating Tree does it a lot. But so I'm probably butchering the way you're supposed to do these videos, but yeah, that's pretty much Reds for Dummies. Hopefully that helped out. It might not have. Again, like I said, I've never done these videos before. Usually I'm the dummy watching the video that like when it says Reds for Dummies, I'm the dummy watching. I don't know. But anyway, see you guys in the next one.